So check it out. Can you see that right there? That there was obviously some snow, and we just got done plowing. I got old Chad out shoveling today, where it's only these couple properties. It wasn't necessarily a surprise. It was snowing last night. Figured that there was a good chance it might snow, but at this point, it was, I didn't feel like calling Matt up to come all this way to shovel for, an hour or so and then head home. So we went and took care of it ourselves. So thank you, Chad, for being a good man and coming out and helping. I know Matt would have came if I would have called him and said, "Yo, we gotta push it." So nothing on him. It's just my decision. I just decided not to call him and waste his time. Let him hang out with the family. So, anyways, all right. So we're driving home at the moment, and I basically figured I didn't bring the GoPro. It was in my other truck, but I don't know. Figured I'd chat at you here real quick about some business stuff. So, one thing I hear in the business world is obviously, you gotta know what you're doing, right? Like, you can't just go and take on all this work not knowing what you're doing and expect to, figure it out. However, on the other hand, you can. So, take for instance, lawn care or landscaping. If you've never done hardscapes or concrete work or brick walls or rock walls or anything like that, that's okay. You got to learn at some point. So my suggestion would be to, go ask somebody, go see if they can learn. There's a lot of people out there who are willing to teach you. Also, another thing is, I know a lot of people will go work for other people doing that for a little bit to learn the skills that they need and to figure it out. So, figure it out. You can watch YouTube. Stuff like that. You can't really watch YouTube on how to build a brick wall, but I don't know. Can you? I've never searched how to build a rock wall. Google that. Just try it. But anyways, the point of what I'm getting at is basically sometimes you just gotta jump in. Trial by fire. Is that what they say? I don't know, but you just got to do it. You got to jump in. You can sit there and, I'll tell you a little example, even in my own line of work, is I'm going to hire somebody who I feel can bring a little bit to the table as far as for example, you got kids who go to school, right? They've got horticultural classes, they've got landscape design classes, they've got all this cool fancy stuff, right? So they're gonna give you, say a landscape designer, right? They're putting stuff on the computer, they're thinking this landscape design is real sweet, awesome, cool, right? Well, then it gets installed, and then the maintenance comes along. Well, the maintenance is just a pain in the butt. It's horrible design. Some areas just don't work out. The design is horrible. Design flaws. I blame that on newbies. A lot of the guys who've been in it for a while, landscaping stuff, they'll look at something and be like, that's not going to work. Or they'll tell you, hey, yeah, we can do that, but we got to change this because that's not going to work. Sure, it might look cool in the design on paper, but it's just real worldly stuff here. That's not going to work. So, sprinklers. Let's take sprinklers, for instance. You got all these people designing sprinklers, and they're thinking, oh, yeah, cool. Well, let's put this design on this, and we'll run this pop-up with this rotor. Don't put pop-ups and rotors. Don't do it. And another thing, if you've got an area of grass that's in shade, it's going to be in shade for quite a while in the spring and fall, put that on a separate valve. Yeah, I'm going to call out all the landscapers, all the landscape designers. dry spots. But they've got 10 pop-ups on a shady side that realistically only needs like 5 to 10 minutes worth of water. And then you got some pop-ups on the same exact line that needs full, it's full sun. You're gonna run those pop-ups for at least 20 minutes probably a piece. And they run them on the same valve. If you're running it on the same valve, you're gonna swamp out the shady spot, or you're going to have dry spots because it's not getting enough water. It's not that you're wasting water. Like, I take that back. If you crank it up, most people just crank it up and get a little sun and then swamp the shady spots. If you're swamping those shady spots, you're wasting water. Especially this year, we're in a drought. We need to conserve. We need to conserve water. So, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I think, man, I need to go into design or something. Design people's sprinklers and be like, look, dude, from someone who's been doing maintenance for however many years, this needs to change, and you need to spend the extra money and put this valve here, these sprinklers here, no, don't put this pop-up with this line of sprinklers. This pop-up is in the full sun, full circle, and you're running it with pop-ups in the shade with trees all over, so it's like 100% shade. Well, that don't work. It just don't work. It doesn't work. So, experience in my line of work will get you work, get you the jobs. The newbies, fresh out of college, you might get some work, but don't expect a high pay. You need experience. But if you're starting a business and you want to start working for yourself, do it. Jump right into whatever it is you want to do. Like I said, learn as you go. I taught myself how to make t-shirts. I made t-shirts for people. I made t-shirts for myself. I basically made a lot of shirts, and it was fun, and I taught myself, and I learned, and I had errors, and I lost some money because I messed up a lot of shirts trying to figure it out myself. But I did it, and I did it well. And then I got working lawn care, and I decided I didn't want to work that much, so I stopped doing it. I still got the equipment though, so who knows? One of these days you might see me bust out some shirts again, when I've got a lot more free time, when I'm busting out these YouTube videos, hopefully just riding, playing, making my living, having fun. That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed. Mark my words, we are headed for some fun. So, anyways, I don't even know if I continue to talk on what I started talking on, because I ramble a lot, but I'm going to head home. My work is done, and, well, I'm already heading home, obviously, but my work is done here. Follow along, check out some of my other videos, subscribe. If you got any suggestions on what you want to see, let me know. I've got the CTSV I need to do some stuff with. I got my F-150 truck coming soon. I don't want to spoil it too much, but we are putting some new rubbers on that truck. Also, we're going to be putting some bigger rubbers on that truck. So obviously, if you're smart, you know what that means, what else is coming. Stay tuned. I'll give you a little rundown on that once we finally do it. I got my KLX still, the XT200. I got those four-wheelers that we bought. We're going to play around with those, have some fun on YouTube, take them out with the dogs, enjoy life. That's what we're going to do. We're going to enjoy life. So come along. Come hang out with us. Give me some suggestions. What do you want to see? I'm toying with the idea of twin turboing my CTSV. I'm thinking it's going to be more of a reality. So, first thing though I'm going to do to that thing is I think I'm going to buy some lowering springs and lower the stance just a little bit. Seen some pictures. They look fantastic. But that's enough. I'm out of here. I'm going to say goodbye, and we're going to catch you on the next video.